Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, and we'll dive into the world of Arsenal news. So one of our former players, and we don't talk football pundits now, in the person of Cesc Fabregas, or if you like, you can decide to call him an Arsenal legend. So Baba said, don't join the conversation of who will replace Martin Odegaard by the time we will go play against Tottenham Hotspur for the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the first North London derby this season. Yeah, so you got to talk say Ingo urge Arteta to actually replace Odegaard with Leandro Trossard because he feels say Trossard will do the job, Trossard will do a perfect job because this same discussion it don't cause so much debate in our community, not just our community, even on social media, on Twitter, everywhere. People they debate who go play for Odegaard, who go come in. Is it Nwaneri? Is it Jorginho? Is it this one? Is it Trossard? Like this, so many people are debating it. Now let's continue. So when you look at the reports put out by the Metro, it says Fabregas urges Mikel Arteta to start Leandro Trossard in place of injured Martin Odegaard against Tottenham Hotspur. So when you dive deep into the story, you can see when they talk say Trossard should start in the midfield for Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur as he has the capabilities and qualities to fill in if Martin Odegaard is ruled out of the match. So and Baba they talk plenty. They can't ask him about Ethan one area. So what do you think about Ethan? So you can talk say well say look at the third paragraph. It say Fabregas is confident the 17-year-old could make an impact. He feels Trossard may be the best option for Arsenal ahead of Sunday's eagerly anticipated league context. Now, you see, we don't talk this thing yesterday. In fact, I want to tell you for free that today, this night, we will do a general show. And the question will be, who will replace Odegaard in the middle of the park? You get? So everybody will join. Can't explain. Me, my position is clear. Now, I think there's this misinformation or this misconception. People don't understand what they talk. So I say, make I reiterate once again. We are not saying Nwaneri is a bad player. That is number one. We are not saying Arsenal should not give Nwaneri a chance to play in our first team. That is number two. Number three, we say we are playing, see where they come from. We are playing a North London derby away from home in a very, very hostile environment. The match is going to be very, very physical. You want to play Nwaneri in a match where Declan Rice is not even there to protect him. These are my own logical points. You see, all these things they talk now. I don't see many people they talk. Sachus, you know, like the Arsenal Academy. Some people don't even enter my DM and say, Sachus, don't they talk that thing again? The thing they annoy me. See, you need to learn how, when you make arguments, learn how to remove the emotions out of your arguments. When I did, make a box of them, when I did 200 level on this my journalistic journey, I did a course, Introduction to Psychology. It was an elective. I did that course. I did Introduction to Philosophy. I did Logic and Reasoning. I did Critical Thinking. All these things prepare me to make arguments. Because sometimes it could be like say, I hate Arsenal or I hate so player. No, it helps me to remove emotions. When I put forth my own position, reason it. You want to go to a very atmospheric environment. We go there very, very physical. And you want this boy's experience, his first senior team experience, senior start, to be this type of high profile, high tempo game that you know how this match mean to the Arsenal fan base. In fact, Arsenal fan base prefer to even lose other matches than to lose this one based on bragging rights. And you won't put this 17-year-old. I don't hear people come outside and say, but Sanchez, what about Kobe Mainoo? What about Lamar? The thing I'm letting you understand is those people, their first senior debut was not against, for example, Lamar now. It wasn't against Real Madrid in the Clasico. Kobe Mainoo was not against Manchester City in the Manchester derby. People don't mention Rashford. Don't call Rashford first game. You need to understand context. See, when you analyze things, look at the pretext, look at the post-text before you go understand the context. See, for this one, this boy is a 17-year-old that has never started an EPL game for Arsenal, and your first match is to throw him in the Lions' den. You want to kill his confidence? Some people are saying Sanchez, why can't we try him and see? Try. We won't win the league. Try. For this kind of match, when you have somebody like Zinchenko, I will take Zinchenko over one area any day, anytime in the middle of the park. These arguments, I beg, when you make them, don't take it personal. Don't say, Sanchez, see your big head. Sanchez, see this. Attack my positions logically. Attack them. Let us debate. Let us rack our brains. This night, Ajay, the live show will be on. The link will be out. Join the studio. Come and explain to me why you think it is wise for us to throw Nwaneri into the lion's den. Please come and let me know. Now, dear me, idea. In fact, I can't listen to people like Gary Neville and people like Jamie Carragher. They can't analyze how this match will be. A match without Mikel Merino, a match without Odegaard, a match without Declan Rice. So that God say is going to be very, very tough. In fact, Carragher was saying, I think Tottenham Hotspur will dominate the game because we don't get number 10. Go make sure say them go get something, even if not a draw. They go get something for this match. Gabriel Jesus say, I just think Arsenal could have a couple of players. Well, they got a couple of players out, big players, Declan Rice, so they got probably. So I think it will harm them. They are massive players for Arsenal. Two of them, they see the match 1-1. Some people don't really know the level of this North London derby, how big it is, how hostile the atmosphere go day. People don't really understand this thing. I want to throw this young man into the Lions den. I don't just know, but this night we will do the live show now because I don't tire to the type to the reply everybody. At least come on more they talk. This night we go do that argument, but don't take it personal. You get all of us. Nobody say I don't like Arsenal. All of us like Arsenal. That's the only thing I want to say. So yesterday was the birthday of Iremide Olayemi. You get so happy belated birthday to you, 1-year-old birthday. Wish you all the best things life has to offer. Success, prosperity is your portion. You grow old. So from now to the end, just pray. May God bless you in Jesus' name and inshallah. Amen. Now, the match of the day, BBC and pundits, their punditry match of the day. The local second, they congratulate to your workouts because you don't they inducted into their team. You get so at the end of the day, I wish him all the best. So what they talk say him go dey different. You get say he no go be like other pundits. So now what in the talk that is going to be quite different from every person. Well, but we see what he go bring differently to the industry of this punditry. So more just see how you go be from Canada. Say Ian Wright don't resign and be don't come out say no do again. So Ian Wright no really follow again. So it is what it is. So now Arsenal, from what we hear, Arsenal are still waiting to discover the full extent of Martin Odegaard's ankle injury. But their captain is expected to be unavailable for about 3 weeks. Now, what we hear, but we never really get concrete evidence. Say, okay, now like that 3 weeks. But for now, I think it is safe to say he doesn't have a fracture for that in leg. I think it is safe to say that. So more just see how things go. We are waiting for the MRI scan results. Probably today, the news will actually come out. Now, Fabrizio Romano can take us back to the transfer window on Arsenal's search for a number 9. So back on the X, they say Arsenal actually were interested in signing Victor Gyökeres. That they actually wanted to sign him. Not just Gyökeres. Say when the transfer window starts, Arsenal were looking at Gyökeres, they were looking at Benjamin Sesko, and they were looking at Osimhen. But at the end of the day, price, money, no can let us forget Osimhen or get Gyökeres. Fabrizio Romano take him out and say clubs we are taken aback. They're not really the reason Gyökeres because of his 100 million euros release clause, where they're non-negotiable. Just like the way Aurelio De Laurentiis, the president of Napoli, come as I talk, say 130 million euros was the fee if you wanted to get Osimhen. That's why people don't really look that side. Then Benjamin Sesko, will for be like the ultimate option. He can talk say he wants to remain for RB Leipzig for 1 more year. So Babakar talk say even if Arsenal would look into getting the center forward, it's going to be the next summer transfer window. So then they'll come see how it go be, because from what we don't hear, Benjamin Sesko has a gentleman's agreement with RB Leipzig that is going to be leaving at the end of the season. Yeah, so more just whether they go live up to expectation, whether that's so it will be, we'll see how everything will go on at the end of the day. Now, Charles Watts, for comment second, they give us like insider information. What's in the hear about Gabriel Jesus injury ahead of this Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur match. You get so you can say in the hear say Gabriel Jesus might be available for that game. Waiting the hear internally. Say I was talking to somebody earlier this week, and all I got was that he wasn't at that stage ruled out of the weekend. So I think there's definitely a hope that he could be back in some way. I would be stunned if he just comes straight in and starts the game. I don't think, I don't know how much he's been training, if indeed he's even started training yet. But all I was told was that there was a chance that they were working towards the possibility of him being involved in the weekend. If that be the case, well, book the watch. But like in fears now, you don't know whether the guy on the train already, because we never see any pictures of him training. Maybe in the high, they do private training. I don't really know. But instead of anybody go come in, will be 50% fit or more. We don't want that one. You get when they go aggravate your own. You'll be like egg now. Any small thing now, injury, you get. So make Arteta just know how they go to manage his situation. That's where I come from. Now, Sky Sports even reports say Mikel Arteta don't sign 3 years contract. So many people, it's like a breaking news now. Everybody they post them now. So they started to sign 3 years contract. Even the Athletic themselves post the story. Because if you look at this report, they say according to the Athletic, the Premier League giants have agreed a new deal with their manager, but will keep Arteta at the club until 2027. The Arsenal manager has done a brilliant job at the club since taking charge at a state of crisis. You get so far so good. Arteta will be here till 2027. You get so more just to see. And from what we hear, they say some of the fears we make Arsenal wrap up this deal. Now say that the fear say if Pep come out from Man City will take money, come everywhere, try to bust everywhere, come carry Arteta. That has been the fear, but small just calm down. You don't sign, say don't sign. So this signing now, he come in say, Arteta is not going anywhere anytime soon. Gets, which is just the thing. No matter what happens, whether we win the league or not, it's not going to be fired. That's just the truth. And the contract say another indication to show say Arteta good day here. Now the fact say the people when say they sign, they actually sign him for him. It shows he has this chance to stay for the long term. So more just watch and see. I just wish say this season we shall win something. It will really help our cause. Yes, it will be very, very important. Now, Troy Deeney, come they echo the same sentiments way many Arsenal fans get. So Babaka talk say Arsenal sold a player capable of replacing monumental miss. Now, who is this monumental miss? Now, Odegaard. Now, when you dive into the reports put up by the Mirror, where they talk about within Troy Deeney, they talk about Odegaard and Emil Smith Rowe. Say why we sell Emil Smith Rowe when we're supposed to use and replace this player. But look at it this way. Now we are talking from the power of hindsight. Yes, I don't think anybody really expected Odegaard to go injured like this. And look at it this way: Odegaard don't get injury. Emil Smith Rowe play. If Odegaard can come back, Emil Smith Rowe can go languish for the bench again. So I think the best thing for the player's future, now making just leave. I know how painful it is, but making just leave. I think the best argument would have been, why did we allow Fabio Vieira to leave? That would have been the better argument. Why we allow Fabio Vieira to leave? If you remember, some weeks ago, I mentioned and say Odegaard has no replacement. Some people they talk for comment section, like say me, I don't know all these things. And they mentioned this in Tikpe. Odegaard has no replacement. I know all this, but the sad truth is we can't have cover for. Somebody was arguing with me yesterday, saying, CHUKS, why Odegaard no get cover? You can't have cover in all, like you can't fix all the covers in one transfer window. I can't give an example. Man City lost Eli Haaland's cover. Did they replace him? No. Do you think they don't want to replace him? But the thing is, sometimes the player you want might not be available in the market. What do you do then? These are some of the issues. What do you do then? When you know that we need a cover. If nobody say, God so kind, we just get the opportunity to get Sterling. We'll say the languishing, talking about cover for Saka of today. But God so kind, we had the opportunity that came out on a platter of gold and we snatch him. In fact, Chelsea are paying the player to play for us. You get, and alone, because the person we originally want to cover for Saka is not available. So when the available is not, when the desirable is not available, then the available becomes what? Desirable. Now what do we do for this Sterling? So after Sterling go back to your mama house, we can't go find the player when the player becomes available. So use that same analogy. We don't have a cover for Odegaard. We all know that. So the right question should be, why did we allow Fabio Vieira go when we know we don't have capable hands to deputize for Odegaard? That is the place I am at. So I think where we will take solace is the fact that Odegaard will just stay out for like 3 weeks. But that 3 weeks, some kind of important games in between. In fact, I can't hear now, so Odegaard missed like 7 games. You see that Atlanta, Champions League, very, very important match. But more just the watch, more see the type of lineup where Arteta will bring out at the end of the day. So it is what it is. All these things are just with the power of hindsight. We are seeing all these things. Arteta never envisioned, say, Odegaard will go injury, they will kick a leg, all those kinds of things. Nobody saw it coming. It's quite sad. I sympathize. All of us did the same page for this one. We no get cover, and it is a bad thing, but it is what it is. Life has to go on, and we have to proceed and move. What is Troy doing in the talk is 100% accurate. But I think MS Crow leaving is doing more good to him than him staying here. Not the way me I see him. Now, away from that, Robert Pires can't come out for social media. Can't they talk some kind of controversial things, controversial takes on Bukayo Saka? But can't they talk say Jeremy Doku is better than Bukayo Saka in your own opinion? They talk some kind of things, and these are some of the things where Arsenal fan base for social media no take. They say, Arsenal fans turn on legend Robert Pires for controversial Bukayo Saka opinion. Like they were like, why would you say that? Pires said, Bukayo Saka still lacks a certain level of consistency and experience, especially in the big games. That's what he's saying. You get now your own opinion be that too. You was speaking to the wetbasis.com. You get. All right, moving on. When you read the entirety of the report, you can't come for this place where they talk, say, in my opinion, Jeremy Doku from Manchester City is a bit better because he's technically stronger, has better dribbling skills, and is more imaginative. A lot of people disagree with this line of thought, and I am one of them. How many goals this Jeremy Doku don't score for big games? We could start from J. Jeremy Doku, they dribble, they see all those things they do. Well, I don't know what I think. Make I just scam that. Make I hear what I think about it. Do you subscribe to that line of thought that Jeremy Doku is better than Saka? Like if there's someone could swap, that could give Man City Saka now, we could carry Jeremy Doku. Would you agree? Because that's like what Pires is saying. That if he be Arsenal manager now, if the opportunity arise, say Pep come in and say, Alpha, give us Bukayo Saka, Moko give you Jeremy Doku. He said he will accept, because when you say Jeremy Doku is better than Saka, it means you will easily and quickly swap him if the opportunity arises. Now the question becomes, do you subscribe to that line of thoughts? Do you agree? If you are the manager and they offer you Jeremy Doku, you go collect him, put Saka on the bench. Is that your own take? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because the thing they mean somehow. When I first see that, if that's why people they para on social media say, which kind take me this one now? You want on Gallas? Because now Gallas, many Arsenal fans know say they talk about this kind of thing again. Now somebody like Adel Taarabt talk about Saka, they talk say in regrets picking Tottenham Hotspur over Arsenal. You get, because Spurs know they give youths a chance. I think this guy joined around 2008, 2009. So him can explain, say, he get the opportunity to actually go play for Arsene Wenger, and he no take him. He said, I signed for Tottenham Hotspur, but I wanted to sign for Arsenal and Arsene Wenger. The legendary Frenchman, Taarabt, going to reflect in his charts with the national earlier this year. Now, he go for Tottenham Hotspur, really play plenty games before you don't go QPR. And the guy good, very pacey, very tricky. If they play QPR that year for league, you go say this guy na one man riot. So in second, imagine say, if those I join Arsenal, how my life will be? How would he have been? Like, what have to achieve? Yes, because in those Spurs, you don't really see any. It just be like this guy, Jed Spence, where they play for, whether not Birmingham. I don't know. You don't want club where they play, where we beat them for a cup, where they beat us. Everybody call they drag that Jed Spence. Arsenal be go for him. He come around, go join Tottenham Hotspur. Hey, Tottenham Hotspur, last. Baba no plenty. Let's say put them on one kind of long bench. I mean, last night they send him out on loan, bring him back, but Postecoglou come and say, okay, we'll give him a chance. So that's just the way it is. If you make a mistake as a youth, as a teenager, Baba, that mistake, you will shaping your career negatively. Well, this brings us back to the biggest news of the day. So Fabregas, who's now a football pundit, former Arsenal player, if you like, former Arsenal legend or Arsenal legend, anyhow you want to put him. But back on the talk, say, I urge Arteta to actually replace Odegaard with Trossard. The call, they ask him about it and one, they come to say Trossard, and believe that Trossard will get the experience to actually handle that match, because people keep forgetting this is not it's not an ordinary match. This type of match, form is thrown out of the window. The match go dey filled with emotions, and the atmosphere will be very, very hostile. People will say that they hate us. People will prefer to lose against Man City than to see Arsenal win the league. That kind of place with they go. And you say you want to put on a day, hey God. So well, and then Arsenal is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So till I come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now get out. All right, guys. See y'all. Bye bye.